Tim's Workshop. I'm going to show you how I replaced the Seastar Rack steering cable on my boat. What I did is I came out to steer it and, you know, check everything before I went out, and the steering was locked. And I went, what the heck is wrong with it? And so I started, you know, asking people about it. And they said, yeah, when these things get older, like over 10 years, 20 years old, the grease that's in there, inside the cable housing for the cable to go back and forth, it eventually seizes up with, you know, rust and stuff. So there's no way of fixing it. There's no place to actually run oil into it. And I tried, it just didn't work. So unless you cut the thing open, if you do that, you destroy it, of course. But you can cut it open to see where the rust is if you want after the fact. For me, it was just better to just go get it a new one. I'm going to post a picture here of the Seastar Rack steering cable, and they come in different lengths, right? So when you take your old one out, lay it out and measure it how long it is, because it makes a difference on price as far as installation too. You know, you want to keep the same length steering cable in there. Also on the steering cable, there's on the housing on one end or the other, in the middle or whatever, it has a number on it. So that number, you take it with you, you could get the exact cable you need just by showing the marine store your number. But if not, you can have the marine store lay it out, and you can take your tape measure with you and measure it if you want to do that. So I'm going to show you what I did, and I had to modify this to get it in the boat, okay? So just so you know, you may have an issue as far as replacing it. One way you could replace it is take the engine off, take the bolts out, and lift your engine up to get room to get the cable out. But I found another way of doing it, so let me show you. So this is a Seastar Rack steering system that I bought for the boat. I just wanted to show you that on Amazon it's cheaper. It's about $169, and if you're a Prime member, you can get it for no shipping cost as well. Just make sure you get the right length before you order it, and there you go. So here's the steering cable here, and there's the nut, okay? So what you do is you take this nut loose, right? And then over here on the other side, there's a nut down here on the bottom. So you disconnect this, it's a lock nut is what it is. So you take that off, pull this off, and then your rod is free to move, okay? Then your cable comes through this boot along with your other cables that come through here as well. But in order to slide this through and pull it through this hole, I had to cut the hole, okay? Let me take this off so I can show you what I had to do to get this cable through here. Okay, so right here I had to take my grinder and grind this back to within about ½ inch or less of this end over here. I just ground and ground until I was able to get the nut to clear through here. That's all I did. And then the boot, when you put the boot and the retainer back over this, it covers what you grind out. But that's all I did, is I had this nut loose through the cable, and I kept shoving it through here. I got the nut through the boot here and all the way up close to this edge, and then I marked it on how much I needed to take off. Kept trying it until I was able to clear the nut through there. Once you clear the nut through there, you can get the whole thing in the boat on the inside here. I had to take this pad off, and once you take the pad off and get the cable up in this area, I put the cover on the boat yesterday. So see all this up here, the control and all this this sideboard up here? You have to take that off. There's like pop rivets in it, right? And so you just drill the heads off and drive them through. But when you replace it, let me show you what I used. So when you replace it, you use a self-tapping screw, and that's why you just pop the heads off. So once you drill the center of the head on the pop rivet and pop the head off, then you use a punch to punch the rest of it through. And then to put this on, these work perfect. They're 1032 5/16. Use your socket on your battery drill motor and put it back on. The rack steering is up underneath the steering wheel. There's only like a couple bolts to undo it, and then you can take the whole thing out and then put the new cable in, put all these in, put the steering together, and you're good to go. So that's it for the Seastar steering cable. If you have any questions, please leave comments and I can answer your question on it for you. Yeah, it was kind of scary at first when I went to pull that thing out, and I'm going, oh no, you know, I'm gonna have to pull the whole engine up to get that, because I saw another video where that guy did that. He pulled the engine loose to get the cable through there. But then I went, man, that's a lot of work for that. And then I looked at how much I had to clear just to get that that steering rigid part of that steering cable through there, the nut. And because of nut, you can't take it off. It's there. So I looked at it and I went, man, I only got to take that much off, and the boot and the retainer is going to cover it anyway. So what the heck? So I did, and it worked out great. So that's it. So you enjoy the video, please subscribe, leave comments, hit the notification bell. If you like, give me a like, and share my videos with your friends and family too. Thanks.